Okay, so fan's on, right? Ah, yeah, the fan is on. Before I open up the game, let's see. Right? It's this one, right? All right, I may have to make a new video for what is it? It is uh Polytopia, using music from a different game that I thoroughly enjoy. But I'll be returning to the Blueprints. The game should be launching. Fantastic. Someone messaging me? Okay. Oops. I am clicking stuff in Discord, and it is changing game settings. Oh, no. All right, let's get that fixed. All right. Day 19. Of the Blueprints. Boom, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum. All right. So, we've actually been doing pretty well. Oh, no. I think that does... Shoot, now I'm trying to remember what size my monitor actually is. Because this is the wrong size. All right, there we go. Back. Much better. Much higher quality. Resume.
Allowance of 17 monies. I'm rich.
The Full House Trophy for drafting a room in every single open slots of your house. Woohoo! We got another trophy. So that's 2 of them. Complete the Mount Holly directory. We still got 20 rooms to find. Win 40 parlor games. That's going to take a while. Create all 8 workshop contraptions. I'm missing one? Win the drafting strategy sweepstake. Interesting. A door is being opened. I'm probably about to die. Rip. Alright. Unlock all the realm sigils. Right, so that's one of the things I'm going to be trying to do is figure out the other ones. And this verifies that. So they're called realm sigils. Solve the puzzle room in room 8 on rank 8. Interesting. Reach room 46. 1 day, under an hour. Well, me taking my time looking at this is not helping. Buy out the entire showroom. That'd be cool. Ace the classroom final exam. Complete the trophy case. Alright. We also have 4 of the red letters. Oh, I forgot to note who... Oh, it was written by X. Here, let me write that down now. X. Just in case it matters. Because all of these... stuff like that is definitely a clue. But the other important clue is... why... Alright, schoolhouse, hovel, root cellar. Let's go ahead and get that. We'll go back once I get a shovel. Unless... I'm gonna check. Is there anything actually in here? No. I don't know if anything can be. So I already wrote this down, but here's... This is the family tree, of course, for Mary. There's Herbert, the unappreciated fellow. Basically all the nieces and nephews basically hate him. So that ate up an extra step I didn't really need to eat up. And then, of course, if we need to go back downstairs, I've got more ways to go down. Oh, right. We're also needing to look for... those weird microchips. Coat check for the power hammer. Library? Fixed stars. I'm pretty certain I already read this. Right. We did. Yeah, so that didn't do me any good. That's a shame. Drafting studio's cool. Oh, the weight room. I suppose I can grab the drafting studio. I'll go ahead and get the weight room. It's going to immediately devour all of my steps. Aha! This does get me the broken lever. We'll go ahead and grab the commissary. Running shoes is going to be very important. I'd like to buy a key, but I'm going to go ahead and buy a gem. Nursery is really good here. Especially since I kind of just used up all This is the story. Now, this story was written for me. Basically, she was wanting me to enjoy more in life than just this one menial thing. You know, it kind of says a lot as I, come back to playing the same game over and over and over again. We're going to save the rest of my gold for now. Laboratory. Don't mind if I do. Let's immediately get this set up. Experiment. When you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, I can't afford that. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Set your steps to 40. For each bedroom you draft after your second. When you draft an archived floor plan, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. We're going to need bedrooms. We're going to look for the mailroom. That's got to be important, right? The interesting thing is about the ice melting point complete thaw room temperature. Maybe I should be making an actual note of that. Do I grab the patio? No shovel yet. Locksmith. There's also the closet, which is not a bad idea to pick. Locksmith allows me to buy keys. We're talking like multiple kinds of keys. I'm currently hurting on money. Now is actually a good time for me to convert and get a dead end here. So I can turn back around. Nope. Not what I meant to do. I want this to go at least straight forward. Ooh, watering bucket. Bedroom. Observatory. Yep. And I am already spending a lot of my gems. This gets me a key. And 5 diamonds! Office. Key card somewhere. Alright. The password is 0303 if I remember. So it was March of the Count. And there's 3 of these. Coat check. Guest bedroom. There's also the conservatory, which is really nice. Just the rarity of the floor plans in my house. We'll get the guest bedroom. It's a dead end. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. And we got the garage door keys. Alright, so we got some letter. Hopefully I can get more. We'll go back to the office at some later point of time to get more gold. This is the only way forward. Watering can. I can get a gem. We'll be back. Oof. Drawing room is bad. Corridor. Hallway. Passageway is also good. Well, but then there's the aquarium. Yeah, aquarium's good. Letter has been delivered to the mailroom. Alright, we're gonna water the aquarium. Perfect. Aquarium successfully watered. Ah, the courtyard. I'm not gonna lie, I think the chapel's the best thing to take here. But we're gonna wait on going through there. The casino! Oof. All of these are bad. We gotta redraw. Pool hall. Perfect. Do I continue this way? Or do I go back through the chapel first? But that's going to cost me money. I suppose we'll go this way first. A lot of dirt everywhere. Oof. Workshop's nice, but let's get a little bit of everything. If only I can find... well, not that, but we'll grab the dining room here. Dining room's good. Kitchen would have been nice. Drawing room. Yeah, we'll get the drawing room. Conference room, I guess. This goes all the way through. It's better than nothing. So many spreads I do now is all going to end up in here. Take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. What kind of choices are these? Grab the pantry. All right, garage door's okay here. So if we get the garage, workshop, workshop's good. I have the lever, I have running shoes, car keys, watering can. Interesting. The den is okay to grab here. And the running shoes coming in handy. Alrighty. I really don't have a lot of money. The bishop is nice here. No. You draw floor plans up to 4 times in the corners. No. Do I have an easy way for me to make money here in a moment? Yes, I do. The office. And right now I have nothing else to spend the money on. So we're going to go ahead and grab the armory. Metal detector. That's good. I think I want to go back down here. We can probably make our way back. We'll see. I did just get the metal detector, so I forget to work with anything here. Nope. It'd be also great to get the shovel. Ooh.
Dinner is served. Today's main course is stuffed wild quail, local Mount Holly delicacy, served atop a plum Aragorn dogs with roasted potatoes, bacon lardons, and wild chives. You can get even more steps if the trophy room is in your house.
I don't think I've actually had a full dinner that gave me the extra steps. No, wait, no, I did once. Security. Okay, view state inventory. 1 key, 1 coin. Okay, so I missed something somewhere. Keycard system. I need to set it to low so we don't accidentally get locked out. Ooh, the pool. Sauna? Sure. And of course I'm going to have to lower the water level in order to actually find all the coins in here. We're going to go back to the pool hall. Fortunately, that eats up a coin. Ooh, a key. Anything else? All right, let us solve our puzzles. 6. 6 minus 4 minus 2 is 0. Oh, wait, no, that's 10. 10 is, so that's 4 times 2 divided by 2. All right, 8 squared is 64, minus 20 is 44, divided by 11 is 4. 8 minus 4 is 2, squared is 16, divided by 2 is 8. Woohoo! 2 more keys! That's what we're needing. Casino! As cool as the casino is, we're gonna take the tunnel. Really? It's a lot of dirt everywhere. Alright, so that's 2 tunnels. Man, it's gonna be a lot of keys required. I'm gonna go this way first. See if we can go... I guess we're going to the casino. I mean, we've been wanting it. Out of order. Broken handle. Ha! I can use the lever on this? And they give me starting money for my addiction. Yes! Mount Holly Roulette. Spin the wheel for your chance to win prizes. Limit 1 wager per day. %50 chance to win, 50% chance to lose. Oh, no thanks. So, essentially what I want to do... Alright. We're going to use the broken lever on this. Slots up to 5 spins. Cash out. Okay. Cash out. Hey, we made money in that. It works. Nope. Wow. Don't tell me I'm gonna lose all my money this way. There we go, cash out. Better than nothing. Ooh. Cash that out. Alright, we're gonna back out for now. Kinda lost 4 money in the process. Two bedrooms. Get me a lot of steps. Get me a lot of letters. Walk-in closet can get me a lot of, pretty much a lot of everything. Let's just get the walk-in closet. There's a key. Good, that's what I needed. 2 gems. Also good. There's one more item. The coupon book! Yes! Is this free now? No, it's not. Wish it was. I'm looking for a ×2 or another 3 coin. Not a snake. We're cashing out. And it's not worth that risk. We'll cash out on that. Not bad. Not bad. Snake. 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 Do I gamble for another? Dang. Absolute waste. Oy. Oh my gosh. This is why I hate gambling. Gambling's the worst. Can watch your Sunday Live Polytopia. Yeah. And we're out of money. Well, I gambled myself. Oh, I've meant to save 5 for this if I got that low. Now leave and go watch. Yeah. Enjoy your enjoy the Polytopia. Which way are we going now? To go this way. Ballroom? Do I go all the way back around to the pool? I think we still just go north. We're out of keys anyways. Hopefully I can find some more. I wish I could have gone to the attic. 1 gem short. Let's get the master bedroom.
A letter has been delivered.
Yes! Prove our allowance. To my encouraging uncle who opened many doors for me, ever grateful, Mary. There's text here! Safe deposit box. Elevator controls. Herb. The controls for the foundation are located behind the foundation wall. I accidentally found that. This means the controls can only be accessed from another room adjacent to the foundation. Unclear if this is a security feature or flaw. Please advise. Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know that... You should have finished writing the letter. I don't look up enough.
Morajai box. Fun for the family. Morajai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Morajai as a children's game but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of everywhere. The traditional Morajai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and grey tiles. Each white tile can be pressed like a button, which would change the color of that tile in the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles into white squares. These simple rules evolve as the game spread across the world. Regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenges and local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Morajai boxes still make a memorial gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. Collector's copy.
Woo! Improved allowance! We got more money. Which means I can go gambling tomorrow. But we are out of everything. So unless... Wait a second! Wait, why am I at so many Wait, what? Oh my goodness, I'm at 78 steps? Okay, we're fine. We're gonna go to the office and spread coinage across the entire estate. Woo! Extra coin. Oh wait, I didn't have to go all the way back here. Run, payroll! Spread gold in the estate. Yeah, because I have all three of the rooms. I have the laboratory, the security, and the office. I didn't have to run all the way back here. The main thing that frustrates me is... Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Because we can still survive this. We're gonna go all the way over to here. So I can go to the commissary and buy stuff, but I'm only going to be able to buy one key. That's frustrating. Do I buy gems? I don't think so. In case I want to do some more gambling. We could get lucky. Wager 5. At least have something good happen. We got 10 money. I could run all the way back and buy another key. Yeah, we're gonna do the smart thing. We're gonna buy another key. could have spent one more. Oh well. I'm gonna try going to the pool. Forgot if both the doors were actually locked or not. Alright, no more tithes. Bunk room. Experiment successful. Ooh, more coins. Alright, come on. I need keys. Boiler room. Or we go ahead and grab the pump room so I can fix... Yeah. We're going to go ahead and grab the pump room. Alright. Well, what we can do... So the reservoir... I forget which one that is. That is... number 2. And then the aquarium. Is 3. Nice thing is we put the water in here, so... What level do I want to set it at? I think I want to set it at 6, right? For entry level? In case I want to get to that safe house again. My gut's telling me I want to get back to that safe house, so... Alright, well that's at 7. So that's not going to get me into there. But if we drain the pool,
We get more money.
which means more gambling! Yes, that is... This is the correct solution. Yes. There's no money in here. Really? I cannot begin to express my level of disappointment. The other question is now I'm going to have troubles getting this at the correct levels. Aquarium. I do want to empty out the aquarium. But I want the reservoir at level 6. There. So that's 2. Alright, so there we go. That's at 6. Okay. Have a little bit of extra room in the pool. I think we're going to leave it all like that. Nah, we'll leave it like this. So there we go. So I can get to the entryway, and the aquarium is empty so I can look at it again. Because we can't go anywhere else. Every place else requires a key. This requires a key. This requires a key. And I don't have any keys, and I can't afford it. So let us head back. Too bad I couldn't find a shovel. Alrighty, so this was the clue about where in the archive room to find it. This one we understood. This had an X. X marks the spot. We dug there with a shovel, and we got a cool thing. This is the bedroom, specifically this one right here. Is there nothing here? This is a hallway. And this is the laundromat. Now, if only I was able to get the mailroom. I mean, I had access to it at one point. So I don't think I'm finding anything else useful to us. We didn't get a shovel at all for the second time that I drafted the root cellar. That's frustrating. I don't think there's a reason for me to go downstairs. So I think we're honestly just done for the day. Except I could do a little bit more gambling. For all you know, we might hit the jackpot. Alright, come on. I put a lever here. Make it good. This is why you don't gamble. Ah, it's stupid anyways. All right. We're calling it a day. There's nothing else for me to do, right? Nothing in the library, laboratory. We didn't get the mailroom. I had access to it once. Dumb gambling. Alright, we made no progress today. We're gonna try a little bit more. Day 20.
With an allowance of 19! Money.
Alright. Oh, you know why it all went poorly? I forgot to make a wish. Make a wish. I wish we can gamble and win a jackpot today.
Money.
Trading post. Dynamite, a little too dangerous for me to pick up. But I wish that it would start me off with something. But that'd be too nice, wouldn't it? You have no items for trade. Dynamite. What if I put on gloves? Alright. We got 18 coins. Let's make something good with it. This also could be my speed run. We'll go with a bedroom. Commissary. Any useful items? Metal detector. Everything's half off! Today's day 20! Sleeping mask? Yes. Shovel? Yes. Salt shaker? Yes. I could buy the kitchen. I don't see a reason to. Banana, chef salad. Closet. There it is. Compass pointing north. Okay. Workshop. This gets me a rare item. In this case, the broken lever. Dowsing rod. The detector shovel. I need a library first. If I can find a reading nook, that'd be great. 11. Ooh. 7, 10, 12. Oh, wait, it's just... All right, 10 minus 2 is 8. 4, 3. Times 1 times 2 is 6. 11 plus 5. Not minus anything. Times 2 is 32. Divided by 4 and 1 is 8. Secret garden key. Also... So we're going to go up 1. To security, I guess. No, we're going to coat check. Get the power hammer. Thank you. Now we have the power hammer. All right. Chapel. Only way forward. Has to be the storeroom. This is not looking good. So... There's a spot I specifically want this secret garden to be. Ooh, hallway's pretty good, but... I'm going to go ahead and take the hallway. Give us divergent paths. Dining room is good here. Reading nook. It's also really good here. Which will naturally lead to the library. The library's leading to a dead end, so that does me no good. So I guess we're going to the spare green room. Laboratory. Or the boudoir. That gets me this gets me a gem and a whole bunch of steps. I do like me a good laboratory, though. Yeah, we'll go to the laboratory. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Immediately. Permanently add 1 gold. Each time you find some trash while digging. Whenever you draft an archived floor plan. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. So, if this door is locked, this would lead to a soil quality of 2. Ah, but we can't go that way due to a keycard being required. Well, ain't that a shame?
Hey.
Key. We're gonna use a key here. Well, I have to grab the dark room here. That's the terrible thing. And it's facing the wrong way. Pantry. Nanner. The gallery. This is a new room, and it has a puzzle in it. We have to go. We have to pick this one. Christopher Manson. Acrylic and oil on canvas. Collection of Mount Holly. P. Oh, boy. Is the new Solaris not on the phone version? Only if you're on the beta. You have to be on the beta. Thick. Brart. Wait, what? Thick? I would assume that's what this is going to be. Excited for a Simancy skin. They should do a honeybee hut thing with the queen. I guess that doesn't make sense. All units would fly. I could definitely see a bee theme. So this is mirrored, but there's a P here. And that cloud clearly looks like a 7. All right. I'm thinking after a couple more sessions, I'm going to request a new Paula Champions tribe called The Hive, and it'll be a beehive themed. Okay, so now the real question is what are these supposed to actually be? Because I spelt thick here, because we literally have the word thick. That didn't do anything. I-N-F-I-N-T-Y. Hubris, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, avarice. Actual objective is that way. Genu is on a table of very. Let's put P7 if I can. So I want an E. If I can get one here. No E's. Can I spell mirror? I don't think so. Is there an O available here? I don't think so either. Murden. These are also all red objects for prince. P R I Huh. All right, I have this power hammer. Let me use it. I'll come back to this room. Den. Any crates that I could smash? No? Dang. Ooh, music room for extra keys. Aquarium is nice. Sometimes there's something here, but there's not. Use. We're going to want to turn... Really? Walk-in closet, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth object? Over here. Car keys. Not that I get to use them. Utility closet will allow me to... I have to grab the observatory here. Never mind, it's 4 in post-game. Alrighty. I think the queen is going to be important. Just because of how many keys I'm going to want. Alright. Here's 20. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Speaking of green rooms... Oh, wait, I have a shovel. Aha, there it is. Smash! Ah, I've been wanting to do that for a long time. What does this do? Cool. Okay. Let's see if I can at least still quickly get there. Conservatory. Sounds good to me. Should I make this room more common? By making this room more common, I make it to where I don't get cut off, but it costs a lot of gems. Secret passage. It's unusual. We're going to keep the furnace as rare as possible. Do I make this secret passage common just so that way it's easier for me to find a room I'm looking for? I think so. Because it also only costs 1 gem. Master bedroom. Alright. We need to go straight through. And unable to do that. I have a broken lever. I have the shovel. I do not have the battery. So even if I go all the way back to the workshop, I can't make the power shovel, which is one of the things I do want to make. Ooh, there's that secret passageway I was wanting. Greenhouse makes it to where I can potentially make it to where I need to get to. Ooh, a watering can. I'm just gonna start digging these up. Your allowance has been raised! Right! I forgot I need to be digging everywhere. Pebbles, your allowance has been raised. Wait! Power hammer! This allows... I have opened up another opening for the greenhouse. She loves me not. She loves me not. The original Gardener's Logbook. From February 1990 to when I got fired. When I get fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. As the groundskeeper of the vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms to the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring that the orderly, presentable, and accessible. That they are orderly, presentable, and accessible so that they may be appreciated by both guests and by the family. That would be the day. I love this gardener. This logbook, like many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I have made to the estate over the many years I have served here as groundskeeper, and however many more yet to come. Not many, apparently. February 25th, 1990. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery on my role of Mount Holly Holly horticulturalist. Through years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible yet, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all of the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel. but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Cinca, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project. This decision was absolute rubbish. I have poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away to, quote, further research, as I suspected they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. October 21st, 1990. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I have struggled to find a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened, and I find it difficult to be motivated to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded of that daily when I see the houseplant slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. January 8th, 1991. Man, And by the way, if you are ever in this moment where you're going, maybe I should quit, and you're constantly questioning yourself that over and over and over again, the answer is probably yes. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank, a fact that I found quite remarkable considering that the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion that the rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber. A suspicion that I had always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been quite a long time since the north side of the house has received the groundskeeper's undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. January 11th, 1991. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. So if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter along the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron has remote access levers installed in several different rooms of the house. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers. One was recently installed in the greenhouse, and the other 2 were installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. And then the mechanarium is also there. Secret garden sealed. And the great hall, and the greenhouse, and the weight room, but it's also sealed. It appears each antechamber door has 1 primary access lever in addition to a redundancy in another location. I can remember that. Although these past few months... Well... Weight room sealed. In other words, do I have the weight room? No. I do not. And we can't continue this way. The den has to be with a key. A regular... key, because the dark room and the laboratory are both, yeah. I also need to figure out what the puzzle is for the gallery. Vault key 149. I also need to find a vault. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruits I seek, I have, in that time, gained a much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils her many secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and the unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it, I found a large vat and copper still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust, resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. I am unsure if these instruments can be restored to working condition, but if they can, I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potatoes stored rotting away in the root cellar. At last, I finally discovered the location of one of the north levers. It is deep underground and a location so far removed from any of the estate's plant life that had I been discovered, I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer to my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I've decided to wait until the Baron is away, as it reduces the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that delaying and returning would be too hard to engineer, that the Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. So this person had also found the hidden rooms below. Well, there's no turning back now. After finally reaching the objective I had been working toward for the last 4 months, I had made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew could give me the chance to make back some of the money I felt was owed to me, and I grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it was too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point I feel I owe it to myself what's coming to me one way or another. But also, the worst part about all this is it doesn't help me at all. So we're going to have to go back through to the den. Trash? Dang it, I got some coin. The real question is, why would I turn it any other way? Apple. Nom 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 nom. Watering can. So we can eat this, get a gem, and dig, hopefully, trash. Yes, the allowance has been raised. So much money. Ooh, banana. 4 steps. Don't mind if I do. All right. The courtyard. That's perfect. Dang it. Unfortunately, I found a key. You have another chance. Pebbles! Yes! More junk! Security? That's perfect! So, immediately we're going to go here. Keycard system. Actually, we're going to go back. State inventory in case I missed something. Nope. Because if I missed a keycard, I could find the keycard. Security level, we're going to set it to low. Change offline mode is, of course, always going to be unlocked, even though I wish it would keep that. Exit. Trash? Yes! More allowance. Old shoe. Your allowance has been raised.
Your allowance has been raised.
The more money we have, the better. Oh, the trading post. Right. Yeah. Yep, we could definitely go into there. If we so chose. I need to get back to the library and check out another book. Probably the history of... Because I also needed to be finding out more symbols. We're doing a great job on improving, like, the replayability. But I haven't really found too many more progress on our puzzles. Yeah, because this was my guess last time. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a single clue as to what this should be. Yeah. Without any idea, that's going to be impossible to solve. Well, reasonably. I'm just looking to see if I can find any more clues. The only other place I could consider finding clues maybe somewhere over there? I don't think so. Six successful triggers. Man, that's awesome. North of Reservoir. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Rats. Not at all what I was looking for. Alright, back upstairs we go. And then before we end today, we're also going to have to really consider... Hold on, so before I draft the rest of the rooms... Because I'm going to go ahead and head up here. Into the 46th room. I would love to start seeing some of the actual people here. Alright, so on that portrait, there's these, but there's also the stop sign. And the last key's waiting behind the last door of 8. First time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 and redraw the floor plans. Eight realms in 8 months. I think that's actually the final challenge. Is once I get to all 8 of those rooms in the antechamber, then I'll know where everywhere was visited. And then I can peg them on the pegboard. Alright, so now we want to get the archive room, which is none of these. I think we're just going to grab the patio here. Which, by the way, going to give me a lot of gems. More trash? Dang it! At least get me some stupid rocks, so I can get more money! Yeah! More allowance! Funeral parlor? Utility closet, I kind of have to. Yeah, we gotta go to the utility closet here. On, off, open the garage, turn off the keycard system. You know what, just in case, let's go ahead. Alright, so this one is white. See, it's a good thing I wrote it down, because I forgot. It's been a little bit. Purple, red, green, blank. Just in case. There's something all the way back here. I doubt it. Shame. Okay. We're gonna try the found. Oops. Actually, before that, we're gonna go here. Keycard system. Swap the settings. Set security level to high. But all the doors are unlocked. Boom. Use a key. Do I get the master bedroom here? I've got 2 rooms. plus steps for each room in the house. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and draft the master bedroom here. P.S. They maybe change the ending, of course, as you predicted. I'm the Red Prince. Hopefully, we can get to where I want to get to. So there's the cloister. We're gonna go and grab it. Now the real question is how we still get into the cloister. Oh, right, in order to reduce lag. That's all that's happening there. If I grab the secret passage, I can try to find the archive room here. Because then we can remove it. Can I buy keys anywhere? I don't know. It's lousy, though. We'll go through here. Alright, but also... How do you spell hydrants? Hydrant, which is 7, but that's 6. I wish I had a better clue. I honestly think this should just be thick. Literally, the word thick is here. It's thick. All right, but we have 8 letters here. So, I could also just write down the entire list of all the possible letters and words. If I recall, R's not on here. I wonder... if this is similar to the other puzzles. W, B, C, um... R, E, V, E, R. It's not reverse. It's also not mirror. Arg. I'm also getting tired, so I don't know if I'll be able to solve this. So, I think I'm better off using one notepad for each. Writing a brief description, and then all the letters. Well, we'll do all the letters first. So we're going to start with P, T, L, S, M, W, B, C, R, T, A, E, I, O, U, H, and then it should go back to R, right? Yep. Awesome. So we're going to start with I, V, L, R, N, T, S, O, and then that should go straight back to I, just to be safe. We got D, T, H S I K V A. My other guess is the other thing it could be is this could be spelling out another date because it might not be a safe. Oops, I didn't finish all the letters. E O N L R C S A. Then we have Y N D, because there's also 2 rewards, and I'm assuming one's a letter and one is another ruby. So that's my guess about this. So then the next thing is Christopher Manson. What month would it be? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. No. Okay. A month could not be this one. Pride Day. All right, and then a brief description: 2 wagons, 1 mirroring the other, holding an apple, fire hydrant, stop sign, and rose. W-A-T. Nope. So my other guess is because everything is in the final room except for the fire hydrant. But that's not it. Oh, I'm getting very tired. All right, I need to finish writing down the one on the right holds a massive letter P. They are in the air One cloud looks like the number 7. I'm also going to take a look at the other clue. Because for the 8 sanctum keys, high up among all the clocks. Nope, not there yet. Held by a king on his throne. Nope. Major if you draft it quite late. Right. Waiting behind the last door of 8. Okay, so... let's get all the next letters. All right, the letter C, S, V, P, F, R, L, H. Then it goes back to C. We have A, E, I, O, U, H, L, R, R, P, G, A, O, C, M, T, E, I, U, S, T, R, D, L, A, E, I, U, T, R, L, H. Drink some water. It's actually nearly midnight here. Yikes. All right, H, L, T, N, R, A, E, Z, and then we have D, E, R, N, Y, S, G, H, Yikes. I'm gonna write down all the letters first. I wish there was actually music in this room. H, L, M, N, R, T, circles back to D, A, E, I, O, U, H, R, Y, F, N, S, O, M, R, A, U, A, E, I, O, U, P, G T C G L N O R S T N L T A E I O H C E D S T O. Also, there's still no books about how to get to the inner of the cloister. And that does frustrate me. But I'll figure it out sooner or later. T Y H E S N R K. All right, the last one.
Thick.
T H I C K S C D B W F P
Thick.
I E R L C O A
Thick.
O U R N T A E
Thick.
Elm. I missed. Think. All right. Now, the real question is, how do you get think from this? How are you supposed to get think from this? All right, well, let's go back to the other one. Because this one has less letters. It's 6 letters, so it'll be a little easier. Let's try proven. It's not proven. The next word I can think of is flight. What about heaven? Nope, no H in the front is in the front letter. What other combinations do we got? Chosen? Chosen. Not chosen. STOL. Stolen is not an option. Can't be choose. How are you supposed to get think from that? STO OSCO. Nope. Apple. BRO. Nope. Brother is too long. Clouds? No. Wrong. What other letters are there? I'm really also kind of baffled on how I'm supposed to get the word think. I accidentally came across this. Is 7 sin available? No. S cannot be one of the first letters. Man, I'm gonna have an even harder time figuring out that one. Choice? Oops. Here, let me see. I guess here's the thing. Can I also swap this now? I can't. Alright. Well, there are 8 choices per letter, so 8 to the 6th power is... That's a lot of different combinations. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to brute force this, huh? Of course, it would have locked in on the C if it was choice, but let me just... Because maybe I spelled choice wrong. I probably... Pretty certain that's how you spell choice. But that's clearly not how... It's clearly not it. What's 6-letter word? Wagons? Nope. There's no S as the final letter. It's clearly the... That's clearly a 7 there. Alright, well, let's just try other words that are available that I can see here. I have busted. I doubt that's it, but we might as well. Not busted. Buster? Bustig. Buster. And the other question is are all of these unrelated or are they all related? Christopher Manson, Buster. I do in fact need to get back to this dark room. We'll have enough steps, so... If I grab the garage, it ends the run here. But I also get 3 keys, so I can go to the secret passageway. Where to go to the garage? That opens up a lot. We put an X in this room. Do I have a shovel? We have a shovel. We are going back to the observatory. I got another coin. That is a shame that, you know, all this is closed off, but we're gonna head all the way back. Did I already eat? I have not eaten yet. Ooh, another key. Have dinner. Got more than enough steps. There is no reason for me to go back. So we go up here, over here. We have to figure out that gallery later. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. It contains 25 coins and 3 diamonds. We're rich. Alrighty. Well, that's cool. Not that I could spend the money on anything, so if I can get a freezer, that'd be great. So at this point, I think it's just time to head back to the secret passageway, so down, da, da, up. Alrighty. We are opening the red room. And we are deleting the archives. Another secret passage? We'll go ahead and grab the library so we can check out history of Orindia. I think it's history of Orindia is what I want. Alright, we are out of rooms to draft, which stinks. I mean, I can still try to draft something, trade some things out at the trading post. But I can also go to coat check and put something away. I think we put away the vault key. Massive shame. We'll be back in here to try to solve these puzzles a little bit longer, but... I can get one more room. I just exit the garage. Actually can't. Because the garden and all that is over there, and I can't reach over there. Right. Right. Isn't it beautiful? Where am I going? I might as well go all the way to the kitchen really fast. Nothing to buy here, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure we don't run out of steps. Banana, 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 banana. Alright, there we go. We now have over 100 steps. Banana. Banana. The window's cracked open. Interesting. Alright, we're going to coach. We're gonna go to coat check. We're gonna... Detector shovel. I don't know if I've actually ever made the detector shovel. Checkout item. Vault key, right? Right. I can come back here if I need to. Shovel and metal detector. Detector shovel. I might as well make it. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't get that earlier. That would have been unfortunate for me. We're going to run to the trading post, see if there's any interesting trades I can have. Where'd all my money go? Oh yeah, I just spent it all on food, so I had over 100 steps. Ivory dice, battery pack. Coin purse. Nope, don't need that. Gear wrench. Car keys for a hall pass. All right. I no longer need the car keys, I guess. Trade. Coin purse. I don't need salt shaker anymore. Ooh, gems. I want to keep the hall pass because I've never had it before. Interesting. All right. Hall pass. What do you do? You will not lose steps when traveling between two adjoined hallways. They also don't cost. Interesting. Good to know. Woohoo! Nothing of value. Dang it. Accidentally got a key. Awesome. All right, we're heading back. So, there's nothing else for me to do. Because I can't get to the outside of the secret garden, meaning I can't get to this side of the antechamber. And then there's nowhere else for me to go. That's the end of that run. Each time you draft a floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Yeah. Unfortunately, so we did get to the crown of blueprints, but we were not able to remove the archive from today's draft. So I'm going to have to rush to the exit at some point. The last challenge, of course, is going to come with I have the other item in there for the coat check. Actually, there might be one more place for me to dig. Sometimes there's a dig pile in here. There's not. That's unfortunate. We're just going to keep paying off all their tithes to the silly chapel that I don't need to give any money to, but we're going to do it anyways. I think there was a key here, if I remember, so I already grabbed my thing in this room. Okay. actual objective is off in the distance. Distan. Dang it. Alright, so that's not it. There needs to be some music in this room. Alright, what other options do we have for Buster here? Bestow. Nope. Because everything that's coming to my mind when I'm looking at this, because when you see this, the title is Think. I don't see it. Thick, link, chain, meteor, light. I don't know how I'm supposed to get think from that. But this is a mirror image of this, but it has a P. I was thinking promise. That's not going to do it. Proven? Hopefully I haven't already done this word and I'm just trying the same thing again. Phase is 5 words, so that's not going to do any good. Arg. I don't want to give up on this puzzle, though. I was thinking behind, but H is not available as a third letter, so that can't work. I've already done bestow, right? I don't even know where to start with this 7-letter word, let alone this 8 one. Is it gluttony? No. L is not available. Um... D. Arg. I don't like the fact that it's completely silent. Okay, back to stolen. L's not a letter on the fourth for the fourth letter. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water. There's a sweetheart in the other room. She's completely asleep. I should be going to sleep too. All right. I really wish it was mirror. W-A, there's no G, so it can't be just wagons. Red rum? Oh, nope. No R for the first one. Can't be clouds. I'm going to be thinking on these for a while. I really don't want to come back to the gallery is the issue. I should probably at least try to figure out this one. This one's going to be way harder, though, in order to unlock whatever this is. Because first off, there's no telling if these pictures are going to be the same again. You know what? Let's look at the gallery. A small chamber dedicated to the exhibition of art, ideal for showcase smaller pieces and collections. Before passing, H.S. Sinclair personally selected the artwork here each year, personally admitting the composition titles, so the interpretations of each piece for the viewers themselves to realize. And it looks like just the unfortunate thing is that this gallery is very rare. Because it is... There it is right here, gallery. And of course it's a puzzle room, but this one... So even the gallery... This gives me gems. If I go to the bedrooms, the boudoir is not marked as a puzzle room, but of course we know has the safe in there. In other words, it's okay if I don't solve it. Maybe. I don't even know where to begin with this one. Limiting? Nope, too many letters. Can't be limiting. So it's not limiting. It is... It's going to be one word. Not infinity. Not anonymous. Swimming? Nope. Surfing? Is that possible? ING SUR. There's no F for the first letter. For the fourth letter. My knowledge of large 7-letter words. Let's look at the correct one. 8. Or large 8-lettered words. So what was the other one I was thinking? Surfing? No, not surfing. It was a different one. And I said, oh, it's too long. INFIN infinity. I cannot be the first letter. Not gonna be something like empty sin. Let's also look at this title over here. It is spaced, assuming it could be one word. Sorry, I'm pulling up the tower game. Just so that way I could farm idly while I'm just thinking on this. It's probably another sign that it's time to throw in the towel and be done. If my brain is going, it's time to focus on other things, and I'm also falling asleep. Defiance? D-E-F-I... There's no A in the 5th letter. Because it'd be D-E-F-I-A-N-C-E. All the letters exist except for A in the 5th, so it's not that. Interpretations. Hubris, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, and avarice. They're the 7 sins. You can't spell 7 sins, though. What's another phrase for 7 sins? It won't be something like Unchained. It'd be too easy. That and there's no U for the first letter. There's no vowels as the first letter. So infinity or, you know, any words like that start with a vowel, it's already going to be a no-go. If I could figure out, like, the one word that could be spelt with these 10 letters available. Because it's not like the 6-letter word where I have a lot of different possibilities and I just haven't found out the correct one. I'll have to come back to this room. I'm tired. It's time to go to sleep. We did get quite a bit done in this run. But also, we now know what the hall pass does. It's okay to have, I guess. We'll go back to it. We did put in a vault key into the coat check, so hopefully we can get more. Plus, we now have a massive allowance. We're gonna go and call it a day. I'm tired. I'm actually falling asleep right now, so. Garden Shopping Center. Ooh. Yep, so an interesting 4 shop rooms. 1, 2, 3. Where's the 4th? Trading post, right. New rooms. 1 new room. So we still made some progress today. It was actually pretty good. I ended up making a room more common. So overall, it was a good day. Save and quit. We didn't get unlocked like any of the other permanent puzzles, I don't think, today. But we did find out a couple more stuff. So I'm exhausted. You all take care. Have a good night.